Israel boasts about having planted about 240 million trees since its founding in 1948 as a settler colony, and about 90% of these trees are not indigenous to the land, and so they have been planting Australian eucalyptus trees. It's extremely flammable, and its plantations in the south of Palestine, the Naqab, has actually been contributing to local desertification, and it's been shown to contribute to a local climate warming effect. I've heard from Palestinian botanists, explained firsthand with photos, that when fires have happened before, the invasive flora is on fire while the olive trees are intact. They specifically chose the pine because it can grow really quickly and it can just spread easily. And so they used the tree to stake a claim to the land. They also used it to prevent Palestinians from returning. So very frequently they planted trees and established parks right on top of the ruins of the hundreds of Palestinian villages that Israel destroyed. Israel, especially from 2010, it's been trying to distract from its crimes by saying actually, we're at the forefront of the struggle against climate change.
Much of the money that was raised by the Jewish National Fund, tax-deductible money that was raised, charitable money, was used to plant these forests. For them, most of what they're looking at would have looked fairly alien. They wouldn't have seen palm trees and olive trees and all these citrus trees in wherever they were coming from, Romania and Bulgaria. These pine trees would have looked much more familiar to them, much more homely. So there was a psychological element probably to planting these forests.
They used them to dehistoricize the land. And so what I mean by that is that the pine is associated with Europe. They've also been removing hundreds of thousands of olive trees and other indigenous flora from 1948 in order to de-Arabize the landscape. Just within the first 2 months of Israel's genocide against Gaza, it produced more greenhouse gas emissions than 20 climate vulnerable nations. And this is a gross underestimate. You can't fight against climate change as a settler colony and as a leading militarist warmongering state. You cannot genocide people and expect to be helping the environment.